Now let us start with the first story, price versus Tenkan-sen. Okay, suggest me a chart, friends. Tell me some chart. Okay, okay, somebody said Maruti. Good, my favorite stock. Okay, now what I'm going to do now, I will go to the settings of, I'm sorry, that's a wrong setting. I'll go to Ichimoku settings. Okay, I will only use conversion line and remove everything else. No, I need to retain the Kumo. It is important. Okay, and Tenkan-sen line, I'll make it darker, and this one should be good. Okay. Okay. Now, the first and foremost thing is, friends, price and Tenkan-sen crossover. Correct? Now, where is the price with respect to Tenkan-sen? Where is the price with respect to Tenkan-sen? The price is above. So, since the price is above Tenkan-sen, it is bullish. Point number one. Okay. Now, one interesting thing can happen. This so-called price and Tenkan-sen crossover can happen above the cloud, in the cloud, or below the cloud. Correct? Case 1, case 2, case 3. Everyone agree? There are 3 cases. This is the best. This is the best guy. This is the best scenario, that the Tenkan and this guy's crossover should happen above the cloud. Okay, if it happens in the cloud, it is neutral, we don't even take. If it happens below the cloud, it is something which should be ignored. Okay, this is one of the thought process. Now, your Tenkan and price crossover, is it not similar to your 10-day moving average, 10 and 20-day moving average? How many of you agree? It's just close to the typical moving average you generally follow, right? Okay, so majority of them don't follow these methods. Okay, they don't follow these methods. Okay, that is point number one. Any other stock? Somebody said BEL. Okay, now look at this. Okay, where is the price? The price has traveled far away. Okay, the price did crossover above and it zoomed ahead. It did crossover here and zoomed ahead. Where did this crossover happen? Where did this crossover happen? It happened above the cloud. Okay, now write this simple interesting point. If the crossover happens very close to the crowd, if the crossover happens very close to the crowd, you can always take that particular zone as stop loss, and probably you can think about trading. Okay, but if the crossover happens and the price moves far away from the cloud, it's very difficult. It is stretching. Okay, so our friend says SKF. Indravardhan says SKF, 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 SKF India. Okay, now look at this. Where did the crossover happen? Thank you, Indravardhan. Beautiful. Where did the crossover happen? Inside the cloud. Okay, so it is a neutral point. We generally don't trade. It is a neutral point. We generally don't trade. Anand says take Piramal. Okay, I will take Piramal. One last guy. Piramal Enterprises. Okay, now look at this. This crossover happened. Okay, now look at this crossover. See, all these crossovers happened below, 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 below. Okay, this also happened below. This is wrong. This is the only valid crossover. Everyone agree? Why that is the only valid crossover? Can someone please tell me? Can someone explain me why it is a valid crossover and the stop loss for this trade will be this much? The source of the engulf. Okay, the crossover happened above the cloud and just above the cloud. Not if the crossover happened here, again I would say overstretching. These kind of crossovers are cute. Can everyone give me a check if you are happy, if you are understood? Okay, or there was some more any other script that we need to pick? LT, LNT. Okay, now look at this. All these crossovers are wrong. Okay, all these are invalid. We don't touch this crossover. We don't touch this also. We don't touch. This is one crossover. Okay, this also happened inside the cloud. Okay, and still we are open. And still we are open. And look at this guy. Okay, can we take this? It is a base candle. It is a base candle. So it is still not a good crossover so far. Okay, stop loss is always simple, friends. Okay, stop loss is always simple. Whenever you have candles and you have a breakout, come back reverse, look for base candles. What is a base candle? A candle whose body is smaller than the wick. There are only two kinds of candles in the world. One is a momentum candle. Okay, momentum candle. One is a base candle. Go reverse, find the base, just take that zone and that is your zone. And that's where you can look forward for stop loss, because that is a point where the price was pushed, the momentum came. One last check, Bharti Airtel. Okay, this is for you. Now let's look from here. Okay, so can you see this? This whole area is mess. Okay, this all. Okay, this all happened. Okay, these are all not a good crossover. Any bull crossover, see, this is the only strong momentum crossover, and this momentum crossover happened on the Kumo, so that's also ruled out. Okay, if you ask me personally, this is the first guy who went above. Okay, the price crossed the momentum candle, but do you think this is a strong Kumo? So you can always tell yourself, boss, Kumo is not strong, it's very risky. If that happens near a big Kumo, you can think about it. That is the specific speciality. Everyone understand that? Put this in your mind. How many of you understand this this state of order? The order is simple. You need to look for a crossover above the Kumo when the Kumo is big. When your Kumo is big, why big Kumo? It's a big river. If it's a big river, you can't cross it. Okay, now we could have escaped this. Okay, now this whole region is a small thing. We will not take trade here also, don't worry. Okay, just because it worked, we'll only focus on good candidates. Okay, so let's leave. So now here is the big Kumo coming up. So after big Kumo, none of these places we take trade. Do we take trade here because this guy crossover Kumo above? you should look for something which is very close to Kumo. How many of you understand? If you want chance of more survival, you need to fight very close to your zone. When you are doing swimming, would you go would you go a kilometer inside the ocean, or you swim in the shores? How many of you understand this point? You will not go deep inside the ocean. This is all ocean for you. This is your shore. You will go cross the shore. You'll be here. You will not go and play here. That is deep inside the ocean on the opposite side. Don't ever try. Now we'll come back. Okay. Now look at this place. Now look at this place. Probably you can think about this region. I don't know. I could be wrong. All I am telling is the price has engulfed the Tenkan-sen, and it is just above the Kumo, and it has backing of Senko A. Can you see Senko B? Okay, now if you can come down to the base, okay, generally what we do is in price action theory, we will not take this as a zone because there is another base here. Okay, this is another base. Okay, my stop loss would be here. Since the stop loss would be big, I will skip this trade also. In the next week when I talk about price action, we will discuss about it. Now just you guys have understood. Okay, now everybody is asking, okay, you will take stop loss there, and where is the target? Generally whatever is your R. Okay, if you are a positional trader, you should not trade anything less than 1:3. If you are an intraday trader, you should not trade anything less than 1:2. If you are an algo trader, you should not trade anything less than 1:1.1, 1.5. This is my universal rule. Positional, intraday, algo. Everyone clear? Universal rule, that's what I follow. Okay, sounds good. Now let's go to the next guy. Can everyone give me a check that we can go to the next step? Okay, sounds good. What is the next strategy? The price versus Tenkan is over. It is the price versus Kijun. Now, let me come back. Now what I will do, I will go to the settings of Ichimoku. I will kill the baseline. I will add the Kijun Sen. Okay, sounds good. Is that Kijun? Let me reconfirm once again. Yeah, it is the baseline Kijun. Any other script? We'll see some other script. Bajaj Finser. Okay, sounds good. So here the price did crossover of Kijun here. Would you take this trade? No. Why? Not above the cloud. Simple. Good. Pretty good. So no trade there. Okay. Now according to the principles of Kumo, is the price bullish or bearish? It is still bearish because it has closed exactly inside the Kumo. According to Senko A and B, what is it? According to Senko A and B, it is bullish. Okay. Now according to just Kijun Sen, it is price is above. It is bullish. Agree. But since that crossover happened below, we will not consider it. Okay. Sounds good. Next guy, Ashok Leyland. Okay, this is interesting. Now where is the price now? Where is the price? The price is below Kijun. Okay, so where is the price? The price is inside the cloud. Is there a trade? There is no trade. Okay, now if you want, I will go back in time. All these things are no trades. Okay, they're all below the Kumo changes, and this crossover is within Kumo. So according to me, not a single good crossover of Kijun and the price happened. Okay, Vinamra is asking for Mariko. Now look at this. Okay, all this. Okay, I'll go reverse only, or else there is no point. Okay, now look at this. Price did a crossover here, this candle. Will you take this trade? I will not take this trade. Why? It is above cloud. It is above cloud, but I will not. Why? Because it is far away from the Kumo. You are going deeper into the ocean. Don't go deeper into the ocean. If something goes wrong, you cannot swim back to the shore. Okay, so this will, you will anyway not take trade here because the price is far away from Kijun. I am telling here this example, assuming this is current price. I am taking this one, not this edge. I am not taking this one. I am taking scenario 1, not scenario 2. Okay, anyway, now if I go back, where is the next crossover happened? This is the next crossover. Will I take this trade? No. Why? Because it is below the cloud crossover. Absolutely correct. Very good. Okay, now I'll go further backside. Okay, I will go further backside. Now look at this guy. Will you take this trade? You know what? Instead of this, I will even take this trade. You know what? I will take this guy, this trade. Why? This candle, the dark bearish candle. If you see it properly, you can make some proper analysis. Let me zoom it for you. See this guy. Okay, point number 1, this guy. Okay, this guy is a momentum candle and he closed below Kijun. Where is his stop loss? Not this. His stop loss should be this one. Everyone agree? You could have gone at the close of this candle, the close of this candle. This is not your stop loss. This is wrong. This is your stop loss. Why you could have gone this trade? Tell me why. Why you could have taken this trade? Because you are close to the shore. You are close to the shore, and please remember the Kumo is big. See the size of the Kumo. Everyone get that? It is a big cloud, number 1. Second, the Kijun has crossed. The price has crossed the Kijun, and it is not an ordinary cross. It is a open. It opened high. It is a gap up trade and then fall. Observe the candle. Okay, but the stop loss is never this one, because price can always come and eat that stop loss. Stop loss is always above this. That is the message, and that is the key point. Okay, Next, MRPL. Anna says MRPL. MRPL. Let's go on a lower time frame just to get a feel of it. I take 25-minute chart, okay? Because I hate trading 1 hour chart. Now look at this. Okay? Now look at this. This particular guy, point number 1, the price has engulfed the Kijun, correct? The price has engulfed the Kijun. I can definitely plan this trade. Okay? However, there is a problem. Okay? The source of engulf is these 3 candles. Okay? Can I play that as stop loss? No. There is again further candles above it. The overall stop loss become this much. Can you compare this with the previous condition? If you remember, in the previous condition, there was only a small region above your breakout candle. But here, there's a huge number of bases. What are these bases? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 3 base candles. In the sense, 3 doji. That is manipulation. This is all manipulation. So in these kind of places, you should not take trade. Everyone agree? Any other stuff? Tell me some other stock. I'll check 15 minutes now. Britannia. Okay. Now tell me something. Point number 1. Where is price with respect to Kumo? Where is price with respect to Kumo in the cloud? Number 1, so no trade. Number 2, where is price with respect to Kijun? Below, so that is bearish, ruled out. Number 3, where is it with respect to Senko A and B? Okay, it is bearish. Okay, technically, since the price is in the Kumo, we don't take a trade. Okay. Any other script? Britannia, IDFC, HDFC. Okay. HDFC. Look at this. Look at this one. Kijun is a straight line. Kijun is a straight line. Everyone agree Kijun is a straight line? Is Kijun a straight line? Yes. Why Kijun is a straight line? Can someone visualize and tell me why Kijun is a straight line? Because the high of the 26 days high and low does not change. Brilliant. That is the point. Very nice. Now look at this. Now, if by any chance, if tomorrow price close like this, for example, then I don't mind taking this trade. Why? Number 1, the cloud is very strong. Number 2, there is no level over level. This can be my stop loss. Okay, and if price comes like here and go, that is nothing like it. That is phenomenal. Okay, if price retraces to the source of engulf, nothing like it. Eicher Motors. Okay, now let me change it to daily. Okay, so Eicher Motors. Okay, now look at this. If you ask me personally, friends, this guy we cannot play. This Kijun crossover we cannot play. Why? Because it happened below. Okay, and this guy we cannot play because Though price is above, it's far away from Kijun, but we could have thought about this guy, this candle, for two reasons. There is a support of a big Kumo and Kijun is a straight line. But since this is a very long candle, it's like almost 2000 points, we will not take that much risk. Okay, Jaideep is asking Ashok which time frame I should use for intraday swing and positional. For investing, use daily. For positional, use 25 or 75. Investing, use daily candle. For positional, use 25 minutes or 75 minutes. I don't use hourly. I don't like hourly. For intraday, I use 15 minutes for stocks, 5 minutes for Nifty, and 1 minute for Bank Nifty. I can play only on Bank Nifty in 1 minute time frame. And many heroes tries to claim that they can trade on 1 minute Nifty, but when you punch 20 lots, 50 lots, you would know the slippage. For intraday traders, slippage is the biggest enemy and it's very difficult to survive. Okay, all right. Next, the third guy is Tenkan and Kijun crossover. So let me go to the settings and bring back our little boy. Okay, now think about the same stock. Where is the crossover of Tenkan and Kijun? Okay, it is inside the cloud. Okay, the price is very far, so it doesn't work for you because price has traveled a lot. What is the point? Always you should be close to the shore. That is one important rule any Ichimoku trader should face. Any other stock? Hindalco. Look at this. Okay, this is the previous crossover, but that crossover happened below. Okay, and we do not take it for granted. All right. Now look at this. Look at this. See this crossover of Kijun and Tenkan happened here. Will you take this trade? That also you don't take. Why? Because it happened above the cloud. Okay, you will not short it. You will not take that risk. Okay, and this crossover you will not take trade because the price is away from the zone. Second, the Kumo is weaker. Okay, so I will go to a 25-minute time frame where I get more scenarios for you. Okay, so which is the next stock? Rahul says please take Berger Paints. So look at this crossover exactly happened inside the Kumo. No trade. Okay, I'll go back and watch for the next possible prospective trade. This is the guy above which happened above, and that is also not a good candidate. Okay, see, this is one guy you can take. And this is your stop loss, but again there is one more level or level here which can even come and trade. Okay, but cloud is weak. That is why you will not take the trade. If you keep looking at charts, you will get opportunities. Okay, Yogesh wants Tata Motors. Okay, it's a very big rally, so we'll not take it. We'll definitely not take it. This is a good crossover, but the price is far away from the zone. It's deep inside the ocean, will not go. Okay, so Dr. Reddy, the price is taking support at the below cloud. The cloud was too big. It's a very strong region. What is happening? The cloud is showing resistance for the price to break it. Wait for the price to go and break this Kumo, and then you can see any other opportunity here. So this breakout happened above here. Okay. So that's how you look at as per the principles of Tenkan. And the fourth guy is Senko A and B. Okay, Senko A and B is again typically, okay, whenever the Kumo twist happens, you look forward for an opportunity, and then you will superimpose that scenario on your price. Will superimpose because your Kumo is always ahead, right? Your Senko A and B is always ahead by 26 days. So whenever the twist has happened, you need to see the price, you need to see what it is doing with respect to Kumo, and then take a call. Mr. Mr. Mitra says take crude oil futures. Okay, current contract. We can look at it. Oh God, it's brutally volatile. Okay, and the last guy is price versus Kumo. Price versus Kumo is nothing but how you can utilize direct price and Kumo combination without any other bias. That can be done by simply removing your price and just playing with respect to Kumo. Since the Kumo is a very weak one here, you will not trade. It will easily break. You should wait for the price to come and respond at bigger levels. See, when it is big, it takes resistance and go. When it is small, it keeps breaking. Anshuman says Indian oil. Look at this. Look at this scenario. The Kumo is very big. Price is taking support. Okay, price is taking support at the Kumo. This can be your zone of action. And Kumo also gives you the support that you want. Okay. Manappuram. Manappuram Finance. The price is already above the Kumo. Scott. It's very difficult to play in these kind of scenarios. See the all the zones are already tested. This is all compression according to price action. It can come and break anytime. Your Kumo is also weak. If you ask me personally, it can happily break. And this is almost a QM kind of a scenario. The smart way to play this particular chart is wait for this high to break, and once it comes down, you can look forward for an entry. That is like a cheater strategy. Fundamentally, to go eat away the stop losses above this and then come down. And if it comes towards the Kumo, it will break the Kumo for sure, because Kumo is very weak. Okay, so in the next week we will combine all the learnings in a structured way, and I will try to superimpose price action over it and try to give a perspective to the entire study and analysis that we did so far. What about Chikou? Chikou is just the current price moved in the past. We can compare. Okay, so we cannot generally trade just with Chikou. That is not a great method, because what is Chikou? Chikou is price moved 26 days ago. If today's price is about 26 days ago's price, we will go long. No, that is not a great thought process. Okay, so so more learnings next week in a much more structured manner. Okay, so we will discuss more, and next week I will give a shape to our complete learnings, and you will have a different perspective on the combination of Ichimoku and other things.